I've always been obsessed with having a comfortable, functional, and good-looking setup to do my work. Who isn't? Today I'll show you my setup and all the tools I use to work every day. This is more of an update because I've made this video before, but my setup has changed a lot since then. Never thought I'd say this, but working while standing is a lot of fun. Pair it with a nice headset or speaker and you'll be dancing 24/7. 3 years ago, I moved into this place. This is the layout of my living room where I do most of the work. I tried having the desk in basically every corner because I like to try things, see how it feels. First, I had my desk here, but I learned pretty quickly that it was not a good idea because I had to give my back to the apartment, and for some reason it is really hard to focus when you can't see the main door. Don't place your desk like this because you'll always be thinking, is there someone behind me? And that sucks. I also had my setup here, and here, and here, facing the window. And while it looks pretty by the window, it is a mistake because the light outdoors is really bright and you have trouble seeing the screen. And if there is a window behind you, you'll catch the light reflection. I came to the conclusion that the best place for my desk is this wall. There is light coming sideways, and there is a clear view of the main door. There you go. Every time I do changes to a place, I like to do a mood board of reference images and colors, then go for the aesthetic. When I moved to this place, I wanted the Japandi look because I had this brick wall and I wanted the place to feel warm. Although I liked it this time, I chose a different color to refresh my workstation. So I went for dark gray on the wall and I painted the exposed brick white because the orange was too saturated in my videos. I think it looks better now. The first thing you should do before buying anything is get your measurements right. You don't want to buy furniture to then discover it doesn't fit in the room. Get your measurements right, double check just in case. Something I like to do is put masking tape where the piece of furniture will be and leave it there for a few days to see if it feels right or if it feels too tight. Then I'll buy the furniture when I'm 100% sure I like it where it will be. Alright, so lately I've been editing a lot of videos. Besides YouTube, I do a lot of freelance work, mostly video editing, and sometimes I sit here for 5-6 hours non-stop, and it was definitely taking a toll on my back. So I partnered up with Vernal and I've been using this standing desk for a while now. It came in a few boxes, thorough instructions, the top pre-assembled and pretty easy to put together. All I had to do was attach the legs and plug a few cables. No tools needed, only a screwdriver for the keypad. The process took me like 20 minutes. I like that the top has rounded corners, it looks pretty sleek. I got mine all white because I love a clean look, but they have many options: walnut black, walnut white, light walnut, white or black, and you can customize your desk with different accessories: integrated drawer, desk shelf, CPU holder. The ones I have, this floating drawer to keep all my little items that I need handy, wires, hard drives, glasses, lens wipes. I got this little organizer from IKEA to keep everything in place, and this pop-up outlet that's so convenient for charging my things. The desk is really heavy and sturdy, doesn't wobble at all. I do find it's a little bit more robust when set to a lower height, but I am pretty happy with how sturdy it is even at the highest point. One feature that I love about this desk is the cable management tray to organize all your wires so the desk looks clean instead of having something like this. It does make a big difference. The desk comes with a keypad mounted under the table with 4 preset buttons. It extends up to 48 inches and it has a lifting capacity of 350 pounds. Don't know what setup weighs that much, but it's a good capacity. Having the feature of setting your desk at different heights makes such a big difference. Whether you want to have the perfect ergonomic position for typing, or you prefer to have your desk at a higher level for editing and standing, of course, now and then taking active breaks, it helps to focus for longer periods of time. If you want to check Vernal's desk, I'll leave a link down in the video description with all the information. Thank you, Vernal, for sponsoring this video. On to what's on the desk. The workhorse of this setup is the MacBook Pro M1 Max. I've been using this laptop for a little longer than 3 years and it's an amazing computer. Some of you have asked if I plan to upgrade to the latest MacBook M4, but I'm not because this one still works well. I'd rather take a trip to Japan. Am I crazy? The only drawbacks of my M1 are the battery life is not as great as before, but only when I do power-hungry things like editing. I guess every laptop has a battery life cycle, so that's normal. Second, I wish I had more storage, so I would not need to buy so many external SSDs. So that's something I'll have in mind when I do upgrade. Now, the elephant in the room. The big elephant in the room. I don't have an external monitor because I don't think I need one. To be fair, I've never had one before. I'm pretty sure editing videos on a big screen would be awesome, but I'm so used to editing videos from my laptop that I really don't mind. An Apple display is pretty expensive, right? Again, I'd rather take a trip to Japan. Crazy. Something else that comes to mind is I like to do some of my work outside, coffee shops, co-working places, because let's be honest, it gets lonely, working from home all the time. For the type of work I do, taking walks, going to different places, seeing people does make me more creative, sometimes. So for me, it's always gonna be a mix between working at different places when I feel like going out, and being productive at my main setup when I need the comfort of my desk, mostly when I'm putting everything together in the edits. So that's another reason to not want to get used to the big screen. For now, Japan. Yeah. I have the Logitech MX mechanical keyboard, the mini version with quiet, tactile switches. The feedback of the keys feels very nice. It's a great typing experience. The design is top-notch, great finish, looks beautiful in my setup. I've had it for 2 years and I've charged it like 2 times. The battery life is amazing. Also from the Logitech MX series, this is the MX Master 3S. I used the Magic Mouse for a long time and I was missing out. The clicks are super quiet, it has better tracking sensitivity and it works on any surface, including glass, so I can take it anywhere. And you can map the buttons however you want. I have this wheel set to zoom. It's great for editing videos or photos. I don't have my mouse connected through Bluetooth because I find that it lags from time to time. Instead, I use the receiver and this little USB-C to USB adapter by Syntec. I find this way the connection is flawless. I just have to plug it in and ready to go, both the mouse and keyboard. This is the Marshall Acton 2. Love the look, it blends well with the desk. Best feature, the analog dials. And it sounds pretty good, well balanced and fills the room. I've been rocking the Bose 700 for over 5 years. I've never had a problem with it. It's a solid headset. Great sound. It's the one I use for editing the sound of my videos and yeah, it's great. I've replaced the earbuds a few times. Every time I do, it's like getting a new headset. I have this headset holder by GrowthMate. I like that's heavy, sturdy, and the walnut color gives character to the setup. The iPad Mini 6 that I use as a second screen a lot, especially when editing videos to see my notes and to-dos. I also use the iPad to brainstorm and mood boards. It is a mighty little device. I just made a video where I explain why the Mini 7 is not worth it and my current setup. I'll link it down below for you to watch next in case you're interested. To charge my devices, I got this charger by Anker that has multiple ports so I can charge all of them at the same time, including my laptop. Impressive. This one's gonna be great for my trips. Look how tiny it is. If you're wondering about these panels, they're acoustic panels that I bought to treat the sound of this room because it used to have a lot of echo, but now with the panels and carpet it sounds much better, which is important to make content. And the last piece, the chair. Although this chair is extremely comfortable, this is not an ergonomic chair. If you need lumbar support and all of the features that ugly ergonomic chairs offer, this one is not for you. I've always been a big fan of this chair. Ever since I started getting into aesthetics and good design, it was always a dream to get it, and I finally did it. I'm really happy with it. Hands down the most comfortable and good looking chair I've ever owned. Alright, and that's my setup. Let me know what you think. If you want to learn more about my devices and the look of them, I'll leave some videos here for you to watch next, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.